Good day, everyone. For today's topic, we are going to discuss mines industry logistic management. For our learning objectives, number one, explain the meaning and importance of logistics to mines industry. Number two is to explain the different modes of transportation. Number three is to explain the characteristics of product import for exhibitions. Four, explain relevant stakeholders in logistics and transportation. And number five, explain roles and responsibilities of freight forwarders for exhibitions. When we say logistics, this can be defined as management of the flow of goods or people from a point of origin to a point of destination. This flow is managed while taking into consideration two factors. We have time and cost. When we say transportation, this is simply a movement of people or goods from one location to another. There are three main components in transportation. We have infrastructure, vehicles, and operations. When we say transport infrastructure, this is a fixed installation required for transportation. Vehicles are instruments that utilize transport infrastructures. And then operations are how these vehicles operate. Again, there are three main components in transportation. We have infrastructure, vehicles, and operations. Choosing a mode of transportation has become more complicated and requiring effective planning. The three main modes of transportation, air, land, and sea, each have advantages and disadvantages, making it impossible to point out which one is the best. Let's first discuss air transport. Considering time as the most crucial factor, air transport will definitely be the most effective mode of transport in transporting people and items from one place to another. There are two main air transportation usages, passengers and freight. Most commercial airline services passengers who wish to travel from one location to another. And then the other one is the usage of air transportation in freight airlines that specialize in transporting goods, mail, cargo, and other tangible items. So again, we have two main air transportation usages. We have the passengers and the freight. With air transportation, users usually have to bear more cost when compared to other modes of transportation. Apart from cost, the size of items to be transported is also limited, those that can fit inside a plane. For commercial aircraft, plenty of time is typically spent before, during, and after the flight. So now let's go to the land transportation. Land transportation can be divided into two modes. We have the rail transport. Rail transport can transport people or the passengers and goods or freight. Passenger trains are used to transport people intercity and intracity transit. The intercity service typically entails higher speeds with longer distance between cities, while intracity transit entails lower speeds, shorter routes, and more stops along the way. Regardless of whether rail travel is between cities or within a single city, it can have or it can save significant traveling time and lessen pollution. The other type of rail transportation is freight trains, used to transport cargoes and goods. Freight trains offer an efficient way to move goods due to its lower price and loading capacity. A major drawback with freight trains is that the network does not always allow for door-to-door delivery. The other one is road transport. Road transportation utilizes networks of highways and roads to transport people and goods from point A to point B. With modern highways that connect every city and important location within the country, transportation of people and goods is fast and more convenient as it can provide door-to-door delivery. Unlike rail transportation, road transportation does not require stations, ports, or terminals to be able to operate, making road transportation very flexible. However, road transportation is less efficient than the railway when load capacity or distance to cost is compared. Next is water transport. The slowest method, yet one of the most popular, especially for cross-continental transportation, is by water and is probably the most suitable for moving goods over long distance. However, it may not be the most popular method to transport people except for recreational purposes. Modern freight ships can be categorized according to their purpose. First is bulk carriers. It transport bulk cargo items. Next, container ships. These carry and transport truck-sized containers. Tankers that transport goods in liquid form. And then reefer ships that have a temperature-controlled compartment for perishable commodities. And then ro-ro ships or roll-on, roll-off ships that are specifically designed to carry cargo with wheels such as automobiles. With so many varieties of ships, logistic management companies need to select the most appropriate one for the product to be transported. Not only ships, but also routes or shipping lanes have been developed to maximize efficiency and economy of scale that can drive the cost per unit down and has made water transport the bridge between other modes of transport in multimodal transportation. One important disadvantage is that it depends on ports to have access to a certain location. Another limitation lies in operating speed. In order to ensure the success of the event, transportation methods and arrangements must be well planned. MICE events have specific requirements and positions in terms of logistics and transportation. So there are 6 specific requirements that an organizer needs to take into consideration when planning and selecting modes of transportation. So those are speed, comfort, reliability, punctuality, convenience, frequency, and value for money. First, we have the speed. The faster the journey and the shorter the time spent on transportation, the better it is for the business travelers. However, better benefits come with greater cost. It is necessary for organizers to balance between two to get delegates to the destination in an appropriate amount of time at a reasonable cost. Next is comfort. The opportunity to sit comfortably and relax with minimum distractions are qualities for which people traveling for business purposes, even to attend MICE events, are willing to pay extra. On the other hand, this factor may not be of much importance when it comes to transporting goods, as organizers simply need to ensure their condition is maintained at all times. Reliability and punctuality. As time is one of the most vital matters for business travelers and to MICE attendees, reliability and punctuality of any transport services must be ensured to mitigate risk. Organizers and exhibitors also need to stress reliability and punctuality qualities in the services rendered by transportation service providers. To ensure everything goes according to plan, organizers should take into consideration not only the time required for transportation, but also time required for clearing goods through customs. Next is convenience. Convenience is linked with many business travelers' needs for speed and is not limited to location or public transport networks. It can be incorporated into the services designed to save time or prevent frustration. For transporting goods and equipment, convenience may be less important when compared to reliability and speed. This is the first part of our discussion, MICE Industry Logistic Management.